The team that was just over a year.
Mm-hmm.
Overall with the company over 3 years.
Oh, same company, different role. Got it.
Oh, I see it. Okay. I see it too. I missed it
Should I
too.
format that differently so that it stands out better?
I think so, because my initial thought was that you had your previous role been for 2 months. You see how I asked you that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what you can do is that you could just put 21 to 24 at the top. And then when you get into the conversation, you can say that you were, I don't know if it was a promotion or
Yes.
that's something you can speak to. You can
Okay.
say during my tenure there, I was promoted. And to your point earlier about LinkedIn, you could create kind of the thread. So when I go over as a recruiter, you send me your resume and then I go look at you on LinkedIn. I can see it on there. You have the option to show exactly what you did on your resume. You have the option to put it on your LinkedIn. I'm like, oh, okay, she got a promotion at that point. So I would do that. The other thing is the applicant tracking system may read it as 2 separate roles as well. I mean, 2 separate positions. Okay. With different companies, even though it is.
What about her skills and stuff? Should her skills and stuff go more toward the top?
Or
her skills
and text.
Yeah.
I think you said your skills toward the top. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Put that towards the top. I didn't see that at the bottom. Are there skills at the bottom?
No, I edited this. This is where I landed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So if you have some, you would put that at the have your skills at the top. Like everything you're learning in here, I would bullet point those up there. They can be your core competencies or your tech skills. You can definitely put that at the top. Remember the quarter page, like I showed you, that would stand out. So that was the end of the resume, right? No education, certifications, or skills or anything, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So yeah,
I did education at the bottom. Did it not come through on the second page?
Oh, see, it's the scale. Okay. It's a blank page on page 2. And then on page 3, it goes down to education and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. And you got good congruency. So you stayed within the tax and space. So that's good. I would definitely add your technical skills. Now that you're working with Loretta, you can definitely add those on. That would definitely add some value, some additional value to your resume. But it looks good. I mean, it looks real legible. I like that. It's real clean. You got some white space, even though Loretta got it on dark mode. But
my eyes be hurting, Kelly.
I'm just messing with you. And your community leadership experience, so that this doesn't turn into 3 pages. Once you add your skill, I would save that for LinkedIn, unless they're not certifications, right? It's just your positions within the
correct, just positions.
Yeah. Definitely put that on LinkedIn though. That's great because it does show that's more skills that you're able to add to your portfolio. So that's amazing. Great job to Keisha. Great job.
Now we got Courtney. So Courtney actually has a cover letter and a resume.
Okay. Courtney got that great smile.
I know.
I remember her LinkedIn.
So that's her cover letter. Okay, so this is her cover letter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't have to go through it unless you just want to. Sorry, I'm driving as well.
Okay, I'm recording, Courtney. Yeah, I'm recording.
I like the portfolio.
I do too. I do too.
I like that. Okay. Well, let me see the resume first.
Okay, so this is the resume.
Yeah, the cover letter is fine. Just remember, if you're submitting it within the applicant tracking system, remember we talked about pictures and photos and things like that. You just don't know how it's going to come across. On the cover letter, that's not it's not a bad thing, but I don't want to mess up the resume getting to the
part. Yeah, I don't have it on the resume part. And then the left side, because Loretta's screen, I can see it now, is in dark mode. The left side has skills, and then my contact information.
Oh, left side, you got skills over here. Oh, I see it now.
If I can drive and do this at the same time.
Okay.
No, don't drive.
Yeah, you're doing too much. Hello, Courtney. We can see it. Don't do that,
All right.
please.
Yes, just
I can see it.
Just listen.
So this is on the left side. She has her name, number, email address. She has a link to her portfolio and her skills.
I would say move towards a 1 column versus 2 column.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say move towards a 1 column versus a 2 column. I can't read the skills, but I like.
She got good skills over here.
Okay, the top one says SQL.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's do 1 column just so we make sure it gets through. Go back to the top, Lorena. I like the summary. I love it. Go all the way up. So,
Okay.
the contact on the other side. Never mind.
Yes,
mind.
over
My
here.
bad. Okay, keep going.
And then she has a link to her portfolio, and then she did the hyperlink, like she shortened it with the name so you can easily click on it and access her portfolio.
Yeah, I took your advice from the LinkedIn one.
Yep.
Amazing. I love that. See, what I'm going to, because you want to, as less friction as possible for the gatekeeper. The recruiters are the gatekeeper. They're the gatekeepers. You wanted to get past them and to the hiring manager. So give them ease, right? Clear, not clever. Give them no friction. Don't make them hunt for your, how I'm a contact. Don't make them hunt. I just want to click a button, go to your LinkedIn. I want to click a button, send you an email. I want to click a button and go to your portfolio. Make it easy for them. That's amazing. Great job on that. So public schools, keep going, go down. Look at her action verbs. You see all the bullet points: conducted, administered, encouraged, implemented, explained, integrated, collaborated. Fantastic.
Come through.
Fantastic.
Sorry.
Fantastic. Keep going. Let's see.
I didn't even realize that, but that's good. See, that's why you're here. Come through. She got more action verbs down here too. And here I would even say, like, I see some that are straight up data. Like when you compile statistical data from previous seasons in order to analyze trends, I would think that would need to go up, higher up within your duties. I think. Kelly, does that matter?
What I was going to say, after scrolling down a bit, I want to make sure I look at everything first and then assess before I write out my prescription.
Okay.
Because you're in data analytics, or you want to move towards data analytics, we want to see some data analytics, right? We want to see some metrics and some quantifiable data points. And I know you're working on projects with Loretta. So now in your portfolio, you can talk about the project, but also on your resume, you put in some numbers and things, right? Because you are in data. That's what we want to see. So to your point, Loretta, you're right, that you can bring that up higher. Yeah. And you can also, you can put in the technical skills. You can put in the all the stuff y'all talk about, y'all jargon, SQL. And I think you got it on the left-hand side. So you're good. But again, we want it front and center and right in our face. But think about what you want them to know about you. Just like a job description, the first 5 bullets is what the requirements are. So when I go speak with a hiring manager, I always ask them for their top 3 main ingredients. What must this candidate have that you will not settle for? Right? They must have this. You think the same way, and it's for everybody. When you're writing your skills and your responsibilities and your tasks, your first 5 bullets, no matter how many you put on there, should be the things that you want them to know about you. What do you want to be known for? Do you want to be known for someone that created spreadsheets every week on a week-to-week basis for the leadership? Or do you want to be known as the person that, did the data analytics for data service or whatever y'all say? So think about that, and you can just reorder. Reorder the book.
I definitely think that there would be some value, because even looking at this, like she's actually a math teacher, which I don't even see this like this does. Oh, it does. But to me, like that is a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight to convey within data.
For sure. But she had the first bullet right there, mathematics teacher. It says statistical modeling through standard deviation correlation. So she's speaking to it, but you can also, like I said, add some quantifiable data points. So if you, let me pick one.
I saw one
where you can add a number to it. You know, just you can pick one.
Maybe this one, administrator graded tests, maybe that can be quantifiable, employed effective communication techniques, and implemented a variety of instructional strategies. They could possibly be quantifiable as well. Because what was the source?
Yeah, but you don't want to go crazy. Just enough, you know, you don't want to go crazy. Just add some metrics on it. But it looks good, Court. It looks real good. Good. Great job.
Let me see who else I got in here. Oh, it shows a white on my email. So I got Monica. Monica's actually federal.
Okay.
Okay. So this is Monica. Hers show. She said hers PDF. And is that something that you would recommend as well if you sending things, your resume over a format like a PDF format as opposed to Word?
Yeah, I always, when I'm working with clients, I send them a version in Words in case they want to edit. But whenever because we apply on behalf of them, when I'm working with sending their resume to recruiters, I give them a PDF because I don't want them changing anything. And in today's world with AI and all the things, I don't want to, and I encrypt it. I don't want anybody changing anything.
Oh, you don't play.
People doing weird and wild stuff. So yeah, I do recommend PDF. When you're handing it out to somebody, you can do PDF and you can encrypt it so nobody can touch it or edit it or anything.
I love that. See, that's why I got Kelly here. So this is Monica.
Fantastic. You can hyperlink your Gmail. Well, you got to hyperlink. It's all good. That's good. Monica, do you have a LinkedIn?
She's very active too.
Yes, I haven't added it to my resume though.
Okay. Fantastic though. It looks real good. It looks really clean, really legible. I love it. So you're a nurse? Fantastic. Now we're going into the private sector. Is that what we're doing?
It's a possibility. I'm still undecided.
Okay.
But I want to prepare to go. If I do go to private sector, I want to try to condense my resume to 1 page if possible. Right now it's 3 pages.
I mean, that's standard for federal, so that's okay. But if you're going over to the public sector, my feedback is going to be private is going to be for the private sector. I know the federal requires more, so I understand where you're at. And once you make a decision, I could probably give you more feedback. But in terms of just legibility, it looks fantastic. And as well as the depth, I can tell. Scroll down, Loretta. Did you use ChatGPT?
No, I have my resume professionally done.
Okay. Did they use ChatGPT?
Probably.
The little things that are showing me that I think they use ChatGPT. Not a bad thing, but so for instance, under policy development, oversees the development and implementation of a clinical policy framework. All of that is super broad. You know what I mean? So what you did specifically when it comes to development and implementation of a clinical policy, we want to talk about, was it, and this, you have to tell me, Monica, was it name a policy or something? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, we want to get real specific. This is what Monica did. I shouldn't be able to put my name on your resume. That's why I asked ChatGPT. I shouldn't be able to come and sit in your seat and do your job.
So even though that was my questions when she did my resume, like it looks great, but it's not exactly what I'm doing in my current position. And I created my own resume and I wasn't being referred to positions, but when I used this resume, I was being referred for positions, but I wasn't getting those calls for interviews.
You weren't getting the calls, right. It looks good, but that don't pay the bills.
Right.
Scroll down, Loretta, or is that it?
There's more.
And y'all ask questions when y'all getting them done. Like, you know, this need to get you calls. You want results at the end of the day. You want results. You can. It's okay to ask people questions. It does look good. I think you definitely want to get more specific, though. And I know you have that, Monica. Like, your resume is probably very specific to what you did because that's all you know. You know what I'm saying? And you've been in the federal government for 10 years or more?
Oh, for about 2.5 years now.
Oh, 2.5? Okay. Oh, you've been a nurse. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, you've been. So you came from private to Fed.
Yes.
Let me see the bottom. So it's 3 pages.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't look bad, but we do want to get more specific. We do want to condense it. We want to organize it and structure it for the private sector. And in order to do that, we want to ensure, first of all, we want to know what the goal is. What's the role that we're pursuing? Whatever you and Loretta talked about, the role that would make sense based off your current experience and going into data analytics. And then we want to also, like Loretta was saying, we want the tech skills to be on top, and we want to focus on that as well. So everything would follow based on that. It's just like when you're getting dressed, you put everything around the shoes. Like, oh, I want to wear these shoes, so I got to find something to match this and match this. So we want to center everything around your current skills. If you want them to call you based on a data analytics job and not a nurse job, everything should be pointing towards
Data.
the technical of the data. Exactly. You don't want if you don't want the calls for the nurse position and the traveling nurse and the whole nurse thing, you're like, why I keep getting these calls? Why I keep getting these calls for this? It's the resume. And if you're not getting calls, it's the resume.
Yeah. I definitely think that because her goal is to stay within healthcare, because a lot of analytic positions that are even within healthcare, sometimes they're super niche on like codes, ICD-9 codes, things like that. But to stay within healthcare, and I've also seen some to where they say preference RN or preference nurse, preference, whatever, but within data. That is like her long-term goal or short-term, however they want to take it. She on whatever they on, but that's the goal.
Yeah, this will get her a call from a healthcare.
Yep.
Space.
But she's still. I'm listening. Sorry.
I just had one question. Should I limit the number of bullet points that I add?
That you add?
Yes. Like, so it's not so lengthy.
Yeah, you don't want to add any more. If anything, you want to take away.
Yeah. So like 3 to 5?
Yeah, it's typically 5 to 7. It's typically 5 to 7, but they should be impactful. We don't want to put down that I ran reports on a weekly basis. That's cute, but we want to get the call. We want to know exactly how you did what you did. I did pivot tables, every 7 days for 150 leaders. Like, don't bore the person reading it. You want them to want to call you. So give them something that you've done that's super specific, because it's going to look surface level. It's going to look generic, right? So just like we were telling Courtney about adding just not a lot, but some quantifiable metrics and data, because it's specific to Monica. So on my resume, I talk about the 50 mobile engineers that I was able to hire within a 6-week time frame and get them started within the 4th quarter. Nobody else, there's a ton of recruiters, but nobody else gonna say that, because that's specific to me. That's unique to me. So these are things you want to think about, and only you know that. And you can give that to somebody that's working on your resume, and you can write out your achievements. They should be able to organize it and structure it in a way that shows your impact to that role, to that department, to that company, to that leader. I should not be able to put Loretta's name on this resume and it wouldn't make a difference.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me see who we got.
This is what I do at nighttime with classical music.
Yeah, I was being funny, but I wasn't. It's really her thing. This is really her thing. She loves it. This is Alandria's.
It's kind of sad, Loretta. It's kind of sad though.
No, that's your thing. That's your gift. Like you always tell me, that's your gift. You good at it. That's why you here. You good at it. Ain't nobody else got the sauce.
Alandra, you're in Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi in the building.
So this is hers. She is actually, she's in QA. So she does like the testing and things to apps. She does a lot of communication with like the developers if the app is broken, and they use SQL and she uses SQL at a high level, but she wants to get more in depth on utilizing SQL to support those QA processes, but to get out of the QA role too, into more of an analytic role. And I'm not speaking for you, but I just like remember everything about everybody, and I don't know how or why, but yeah.
Oh, you're good.
Okay. So this
the same thing I shared with the others, Alondra, in terms of that top half. Your summary, it looks more like bullet points though. When you say skilled in accounting, billing, discrepancies, deposits, and bank reconciliation, anybody can put their name on there and say the same thing. You want to write a summary. It's like your business card. Tell me about Alondra. Tell me about how she does what she does. Why she's the best at it, why she's the best fit for the role.
The skills too, push the skills up.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much the same thing I said with everybody else. The bullets. We could probably we can elevate because they are action verbs. We can elevate those action words. You got help, assist, aid, create. You don't want to be just transactional. You want to elevate yourself a bit and elevate the resume. So let's elevate the action words in the front. So implemented, spearheaded, deployed, designed, those type of words, right?
Okay.
I'll just bring it up a notch or two. Keep going, Loretta. And the skills, like Loretta said, right at the top.
Question. Can I put a paper clip in it, Kelly, and ask you a question real quick while it's on my mind?
Sure.
What about these margins? Is that okay?
I think it.
Or does that matter? It might not matter. I don't know. But does it matter?
No, but I think it kind of. It must have gotten messed up when I say.
Yeah, I think sometimes it can come over different when you save it in different
versions, probably.
Format.
Yeah.
That's what I assume. It does matter to answer your question.
Okay.
Because you don't want it to get cut off when it's going through the applicant tracking system or through the website. You don't want part of it to get cut off. And I got the measurements. I don't know them off the top of my head right now, but I can send it to you. Even the font, and even it should be Arial 10. I don't think I've ever shared that before, but it should be Arial. The font style and the font size is 10. Typically, that's legible. But again, y'all, the applicant tracking system will take your resume. It's not that it won't, because they have to track everyone that comes in. It's a compliance thing. They have to track every resume, every applicant to ensure there's no biases and everyone is treated fairly. So don't ever let anyone say that it's not going to go through. Now, what it looks like on the other side is a different story. The list. What is that?
What?
What's a licensing? What is that? Where did I see it? Was that the second?
Scroll, go back up.
Oh, okay.
When was that? Okay, that was early on. So you did that for about 6 months? September, October, November, December.
It's basically I've been with the same company for 10 years, but I began in the as a licensing and commission specialist.
Okay, so the QA company is the same company too?
Yes.
Okay.
So with the titles, would you suggest that they be more aligned with like as opposed to generic? Because I don't know what that is.
Let me go to the top again.
Okay.
Because you had MWG. I was like, I know I ain't seeing that. Okay, so you just spelled it out on the other one, but it's the same company, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it's the same. I
Yeah.
didn't even recognize it.
I didn't either. That's why she here. I didn't either.
Okay, I'm like, I know I ain't tripping.
No, you're not.
Okay. I get what you did though. I get what you did. Now ADP is different, right? That's
Yes,
different.
ADP is different.
Typically, and this is for everyone, you want to go back 10 years on your resume. So you don't have to put everything on there. Unless, the caveat to that is unless it's in alignment with the role that you're pursuing. I think, Alondra, we could structure this a little bit better in terms of the work with MWG.
Okay.
Because it looks like you said, you've been there a while, but just like I was a bit confused, I'm sure another recruiter, again, I'm sitting here figuring it out because that's what we're here to do. But another recruiter, that's who matters, right? That's who matters. We don't want them to sit and try to figure that out. So I think we can organize it a bit just so that it's a bit clear. Remember in the beginning I said clear,
Not clever.
So just for feedback, I think we could change the summary so that it speaks like a business card when you're introducing yourself. Right there, you have a list of almost your experience, right? Collections and customer service, insurance and sales support. All of that can go in your bullet points. So we want to update that. Then the work with MWG.
So basically, it's an insurance company,
Mm-hmm.
and I went from handling licenses and commissions for agents to actually processing eligibility for participants and members that were enrolling, and I was promoted and given the opportunity to join the programming department, where I became the quality assurance analyst because they liked the knowledge that I had, and they thought that I would be useful in their department, and they're growing their department, and so I've been there in that position for the past 5 years, I believe.
Okay, well, congratulations on that. That shows you do really good work. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, you know what I might do though? I might add a position summary underneath just for clarity.
Oh, like right here?
Underneath the role.
Oh, yeah. Like how mine is like that. Like I have like a short little paragraph on like what I did and then like highlight stuff.
Because you can also put in there, because you said, Alondra, that you were promoted. You could put in there promoted to da 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 da, right? So people get a better understanding of, the movement,
story,
the progression that you've been able to make, which is fantastic. You do want to highlight that. I think that's amazing. Because tenure that's an achievement, because a lot of people don't have that. So you should be proud of that. But that I would think about that. I would have to really, get in my bag and look at it and think about it. It's like puzzle pieces to me. But I would think about that. Scroll all the way down, Maria.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm sorry, like your tech skills at the top, and of course like SQL, all your tech skills that you're learning.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Did you have any more feedback for Alandria?
No, that's good. That's good. You got a good career though, Alandria. Really, really good.
Thank you.
This is Trina. Trina's actually she's a report developer within healthcare. So she spends a lot of time now very focused on like those dashboards, their reporting, that side of the analytics. She uses a lot of, she actually is like already heavily exposed to SQL. but she wants to like lean more into like the data side as opposed to the reporting. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like, oh, so I'm right. I just remember everything about all y'all. And she wants to lean more from that IT reporting to more into the data infrastructure. She already has a very good foundation with those dashboards and reports. And she's already very deep within healthcare as well. So that's her story.
Fantastic. It looks amazing. Looks really good. I can tell just from the beginning. You want to have a professional title at the top.
When you say, like right here?
Yeah, you might want to put that at the bottom. It's kind of put into your contact section.
Okay.
But I may want to separate that and put that so it kind of just pops out. But I see what you did there. I like the summary.
Question, because I'm full of them. Does the color matter? Does this matter? Does any of this matter?
I thought that was your system. That's the resume?
Yeah.
Yeah, the color matters. That's what we talked about early on. So just the plain.
Okay. Keep it plain black and white. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So snap it. Get rid of it, Trina.
I like the skills.
I do too.
Good.
I do too.
Yeah, that looks really good. I would say competencies versus abilities. That'll elevate the language there a bit versus abilities.
Where you right here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that.
I probably wouldn't give a definition. Is that ChatGPT? Trina?
No.
Okay. So I would
I actually well, you know what? Let me not say that because I did have somebody work on mine as well. This was back in 2020. So yeah. 2019, 2020.
Because people know what the definitions are, but you can separate them.
Okay.
And call them core competencies if you want. Yeah. I like that. It's very clean, very legible. I like it. ITBI report developer.
We really that's what they have in our system. I think they're going to change it now to just BI developer. So.
Yeah, I was going to tell you can drop the IT. That's good. That's good. You know exactly what I was thinking. You knew what I was thinking. That's good. Because I see it below. You got Power BI, which is amazing. That's good.
It is. Where you see Power BI, Kelly?
Right underneath the last bullet point. You see Power BI analyst. The last.
Oh, yeah. I see it now. Okay.
Not too many bullet points, so it looks really clean. And that could be a personal thing for me. I just like real clean, not cluttered in reading. I see some SQL, some T. I see some of the jargon there. I see the pivot. The append. Like it's pointing out to me the Power BI, the data source. Like just scanning, and recruiters will look at it in 7 seconds and just looking for certain words. So I see it all. Looks amazing.
She definitely has some strong keywords in here, even with like the different dialects of like SQL, like T-SQL, KPIs, this DAX measures, Power Query.
Yeah, it looks good. I think you go back 2020. Okay, that's not bad. Keep going. So a lot of these were short stints, right? A few months.
Just like contracts.
So how many pages is it total?
It's 3. Like 2.5, 3. So that's
We could probably condense it to 2 by taking out some of those short things. And I know that, it's hard because we get attached to our work and you should be proud of it. But if it says the same thing, if you have it in other areas, I think that's fine. It looks amazing though.
Yeah. It really does. I put those in there because like to shorten it, how when you put it in, I guess like like the job sites and they say, oh, you have gaps because you're not trying to put so much in, and so that's kind of like catered if that. So should I keep that additional experience detail up on me? Because, you know, like that part that shows additional work, that's
It's not
2000.
necessary. Yeah, it's not necessary. You've proven yourself through the other experiences. You can speak to that in an interview if needed. You can always bring up, you know what, when I worked at Vogue, I did X, Y, and Z. But you don't necessarily have to spell it out.
Mhm.
That'll help you condense your resume as well. But it looks good. It looks good.
You really do.
I know we're at time, y'all. I got a call at 7, so I'm gonna have to drop off.
Thank you. Oh,
You're
wait.
welcome.
Plug your information in the chat, please. Thanks, ma'am. Then you can leave. That's the only thing I need. In case somebody want to contact you. But can y'all,
Appreciate y'all.
thank you. Can y'all stay back for like a minute or 30 seconds?